Good morning. I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network, and it's time to take a look at our midday livestock trade with livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. And Kyle, we have seen a lot of back and forth trade here this morning in the cattle complex. Tell me what you're making of trade here today.
Well, Lacey, it's very boring right now, and I think most of the focus is over on the grain side of things here as they're getting ready for that WASDE report that's coming out here at 11 o'clock. Everybody's been talking about the grains, and they've kind of been focusing on it. So we'll hit on those real quick here before we get into livestock. We're seeing the corn spreads. March gain on the May here by about a quarter cent, but most of the spreads there are flat, and we're seeing a little bit of commercial selling out there in those bean spreads. That May is losing about a quarter cent to the July right now. So not a lot of interest out there, but we do see soybeans up 8 to 9 cents here, and corn's up about a quarter to a half cent here across the board. So, on the cattle side of things here, like I said, it's been both sides of unchanged, and I think it's having a little bit of trouble here picking direction here. As far as these March feeders, we traded almost a $4 range, which is just a normal day here. April feeders were down 37 cents. We've traded right there about a $3.60 range. So very quiet day there as well. Not a lot of new news here as far as fundamentals, but we did see that feeder cattle index looks like it's going to be down here just a little bit when the Merc updates it later. Down to about 83 cents here at 373.83 with a daily average of 368.73 on 7,748 head. And I anticipate a little bit better than 368 on the daily, but both Oklahoma City and Joplin were $4 higher than they were last week. So there's just over 38,000 total in the index. And looking ahead here at the lineup this week, it's okay. So I would expect this index to maybe hold kind of steady here. Now, as far as the steadiness goes in live cattle, we are seeing a little bit of commercial buying there as far as the Feb versus April, but I think that could be just people getting out of their February position. It's very quiet. There's been no cash trade here, no news as far as cash trade or bids and offers out in the country. So very quiet Tuesday as we enter the middle of the week here ahead of this grain WASDE report, Lacey.
Thank you, Kyle. That is livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted with a look at your midday trade here on the Rural Radio Network.
Struggling with corn rootworm, equipment clogs, and costly slowdowns? Say hello to Apello, a new soil-applied insecticide from Syngenta. Powered by planazoline technology, Apello is a smooth, tank mix-friendly formulation that tackles rootworm with ease. Say goodbye to the past and hello to bigger bushels and better returns at brighterwithapello.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Apello is a restricted-use pesticide.
On the hunt for lost ROI? Chart a course and find hidden profit potential with Acuron Corn Herbicide. It's the only herbicide strong enough to bury competing weeds and help you unearth 5 to 15 more bushels per acre. How's that for hidden riches? Uncover the real value of Acuron at Acuron-herbicide.com. Acuron is a restricted use pesticide. Always read and follow label instructions.
Welcome back to the Rural Radio Network for a look at your markets. The latest USDA WASDE report has been released, and grains are reacting quietly to that in mixed fashion. Corn futures are flat to modestly higher. Traders were looking at a carryout of around 2.26 billion bushels, with South American production to ease slightly. For soybeans, we're seeing some gains here today as both product markets have taken off here after the report. Some reports of heavy rain in Brazil causing mold issues in newly harvested soybeans may have given a boost to the soy complex here this morning as well. And for wheat, futures are mixed to mostly lower. We'll have a full breakdown of that report a little later on with Mike Zuzolo with Global Commodity Analytics. March corn is up a half at 429.25. May up a quarter at 437.5. March soybeans up 9.25 at 11.20. May up 9.5 at 11.34.5. Chicago March wheat down 2 3/4 at 5.26. May down 2 3/4 at 5.36. Kansas City March wheat down 1 at 5.27 3/4. May down 1 1/4 at 5.40.5. And March soybean meal is up 3.60 at 301.40. May up $3 at 305.70. March bean oil up 14 cents at 56.84. May up 13 at 57.30. April live cattle are up 42 cents at 238.62. June up 62 at 234.95. March feeders are down $1.27 at 366.17. April down 32 at 362.82. April lean hogs down 92 cents at 85.82. May down 45 at 99.92. And class 3 milk for March down 27 cents at 16.36. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.